It's Friday afternoon, not much wind, forecast of not much wind over the weekend. Sun's out, quite warm now, it was damn cold this morning. So the big lagoon that was here is gone, and over on Pier B, the big katana is gone, so Marina's looking a little bit more empty. Oh, Stuart will be joining me. We'll go out and make sure the electrical system is performing adequately. He's going to be back by lunchtime Sunday because he's going down to Auckland. So I've just bought a few groceries. He's getting lunch. I'll start untying dock lines. Oh, here comes mate Stuart. So it's almost low tide at the moment. I've still got the lines tied up on this side, but not the other. Well, Stuart's disconnecting us from the dock, so shore power is off. We're on our way. Well, it's pretty much low tide at the moment, no current. Well, here's Harbourside Boatworks, quite a few boats up at the moment, and ex-Catman 2, our old boat, is still there. It's amazing how well the paintwork's held up. Well, this is the side that had its keel knocked off. Sail drive pushed up, rudder bent, and broken stringers from ending up on the rocks. Port Nikau's work berths, Giana Marine's big straddle lift, and the wee one. Here's the diesel stop, high flow, but you've got to tie up to a wharf. A lot easier at Marsden Cove, or Kuiper Carrier. It's been tied up here for a long time. So it's a powered barge. And there's looking up the Whangārei River. As it's dead low tide, maybe we won't go that way, it's quite shallow. We'll carry on around to pass around to the north of Limestone, and wave goodbye to the harbour and go up the river up to Portland on the far side. So we won't visit the lower harbour, at least that's not the plan at this stage, but it's actually quite cold now the wind's come up. Not supposed to be that much wind over the weekend. Oh, we've rounded the northern end. We'll head up here. Oh, this is Rat Island here. Up here is where we anchored with Paul a few weekends ago. Oh, here's the gap between Rat Island and the mainland. You can get through there, but not going to try it on WAKAWAKA. She draws a bit more. Way in the distance is Hen Island, then the hills out towards Bream Head, and then we have Mount Aubrey and good old Mount Mania. And closer to us is Manganese Point and home. Well, here's the ruins of the old cement works before it was relocated to Portland. Here's southern end of Limestone Island on our right, and then Rabbit Island over here. So there is passage through here, but it's quite shallow, and I decided to take the easier navigation option. There's Portland Township. There's the limestone quarry. The hill is gradually getting lower. Cement works, I believe they burn tyres rather than coal now. There's a very long wharf at Portland cement loading facility, or Portland Wharf. So the Aotearoa chief and the barge Bream Bay come here to load up, and we're going to head up here into some more skinny water. Anyway, here's the wharf, so they blow the cement down and through these pipes into the ship or barge. Now we're going to continue up the Mangapai River. There's a few piles around, but they're not necessarily exact at the edge of the channel. You can see our there and back again track from last time. The Mangapai River carries on around here to the right and eventually gets to Oakley and goes under State Highway 1. So here's where the Mangapai River branches off that way. We're going this way. Got the side scan on. Not sure it's going to be of any help at all. So that way is the Mangapai River carrying on. The boat's not looking any more salubrious than it did, and it's obviously aground as well. I suspect it's hiding up here so the harbour master doesn't notice it. There's not a lot of water up here. I'm not sure how far we'll get, as it's been fairly much spring low, but the tide is coming in. Pretty shallow now, so it opens up in here. We normally anchor in and around this corner closest to us. The normal depth setting, which is the one on the smaller display on the left, says shallow. This one here is actually more accurate, so when it gets to 1.6 we have definitely stopped. Well, there's the vehicles going along State Highway 1. We can make out the transmitter on top of the Tangi Huas, which is between us and Dargaville. We can make out the first mate, Stuart, who's going to be in charge of the anchor. We're on idle at the moment. It's going to be just after high tide when we leave tomorrow, so it won't matter if we touch bottom. To 1.8, so we're just about going to come to a halt. We're able to go further in than I ever have before, mainly because I've been worried about drying out a bit lopsided. Progress has stopped. Right, let's put 8 metres out. Won't bother with the bridle. Right, we're here. And we're obviously not going to go any further up at the moment. So we can carry it around there by dinghy anyway. And go under Highway 1, have a big explore. Certainly had travelling light. Up so far we had to back out a long way. For some reason Stuart seems to think I should tidy all this lot up so he can get to bed tonight. Oh, it's a bit demanding, I think. Right, oh, good night. Right, port 4 cabins, so now this lot is all going to go back under the floor. Well, we're obviously floating, turning around. So the wind was behind us, tide was coming in past the stern, so I'm sure we'll turn around and face the other way before too much longer. It's certainly not particularly warm at the moment. You can hear the traffic going past on Highway 1. Well, let's see if the generator will start. That would be hopeful. There we go.
Sounds like it worked.
It does, doesn't it?
That I tried to keep the whole film in because I wanted to have the sense that that was the world that they were in. It's the first time I've ever considered using it as the harmonic basis of the entire school.
The editing is sharp and efficient, maintaining a brisk pace that ensures that there's never a dull moment. The film moves swiftly from high school
that's amps.
to brutal military reality, and
Here we go.
to large-scale combat, never giving the audience much time to process the
Reason.
implications
Let's turn the aircon on because it's
before they know it,
damn
they're being
cold.
thrown into the grinder. One of the film's most effective editing techniques is its abrupt tonal shifts, light-hearted, ominous comedic moments such as the soldiers.
We don't get any water coming out because there's a water exhaust separator up near the generator. Water goes out underneath the boat, so there's no ongoing splashing. And the sun's now down over the hill. And a nice reflection in the window. Well, it's a bit warmer here now. We're having sweetness our pork fritty. Just got some rice on at the moment. Well, it's a lot cooler out here, and it's raining. It's 7:30, quiet night, didn't hear any more rain, fairly calm. It's sort of looking Limestone Island there in the mid-ground. That's Oakley Service Station with the red roof. Aircon's on and charging. It's 9 o'clock, beautiful morning. We'll head off, tide's just starting to go out. So don't think I'll bother going very far. Maybe Limestone Island, which is just over there. I've got the engines going, so there's 33 amps coming in from them into the house bank at the moment. It is.
When you turn the generator on to put the
We'll go around the southern end of Limestone. So there's the channel for that just there. Stuart's put the toaster on, so the engine alternators are putting a few amps into the house battery. There's a WAKAWAKA going past the south end of Limestone. Quite shallow there, doesn't bother them. There's down to the old cement works. WAKAWAKA is in behind on the north side of the harbour. So we're going to go through here. There's Rabbit Island with Tawi in behind. A few shags swimming against the current, which is on our nose at the moment. There's a reef just here, and fortunately a very handy isolated danger mark. I think we'll go and anchor on this side of Limestone. As I said earlier, not exactly a weekend it's going to have a lot of sailing in it due to a lack of wind. Oh, we'll head into here to anchor. Of course, quite shallow. Right, we're anchored. Here's the west side of Limestone Island. This is a kiwi nursery here. The strips help them get around it. Got a monohull anchored in behind. It was there yesterday. Here's Whangārei, the Wainui or the Hiranui heading out. Up this way is the Whangārei River, Port Nikau and Whangārei. The main idea of today was, or this weekend, is to make sure the electrical system's working. So engines charge the battery, house bank well. It's actually pretty damn hot here, no wind, sun streaming in. Very pleasant. It's midday, we've got a gentle easterly coming in now. We're lying with the tide, which is flowing out. It's low tide now. We're lying to the wind. And we came in round the far side of that mud flat there. There's the reef. And Portland Cement Works. And then the wharf. We have 3 tugs. Wainui, Hiranui, and another one at the back here. And presumably this one may have towed it up. Not really sure. I imagine we're going to the slipway, and I presume we're not actually a functional blue boat at the moment. Well, we've got a reasonable easterly blowing, so you could argue we should have gone down harbour and sailed back, but it's damn cold up here. Well, the sun's come out. It's quite nice, as long as you're out of the breeze. And you can probably hear the birds in the bushes over there. Right, top compartment of the air fryer's going. So the house bank was charged this morning because we had the aircon on for a long time. And then wheel motoring, and we've had a bit of solar. 7 o'clock. You can probably hear the birds. More Portland cement works. Looks like the sun's about to appear. Light southwesterly at the moment. We'll be going that way, back to Port Nikau. A heady trip of probably a couple of nautical miles. Looks like it'll be a nice morning, at least. Well, it's nice cold today, so I haven't got the generator or the aircon on, so we'll just run off the house bank because we'll be back at the marina before lunch. Just making sure that the house bank percentages and the battery voltage actually agree. I've been having a Zoom meeting with the extended family, and meanwhile the rugby has started. It's half time, 13 all. We've got 2 in the sin bin at the moment. Nice day out here, so been quite successful so far in not running the generator, although battery's obviously going down, but it's all an experiment. On track to lose our first test against Argentina in Argentina. Argentinians are quite rightly very, very happy. So will we get a bonus point?
Mackenzie does land the penalty
Yes.
goal.
Well, that's useful in the actual rugby championship.
Optimus.
Right, so it's 11 o'clock. Need to head back. Stuart needs to be on shore by 12. And you get the impression we've been here a few times before. Cleaning the air cap. It's all muddy here, of course. 70 odd amps going in from the alternators. Right, in we come. So just steering with the throttles now. Here's our berth, 8 and 10. At the moment, so should be pretty easy. Of course, there's no wind. That's just the fender getting stuck over the exhaust. So now I get the spring. Right, we're attached here, and next will be the stern line. Right, stern line going on. I'll chuck on the bow line. Right, look, I brought the boat in so he can get it himself. Okay, we're all tied up Still engine's running on idle. Just about to put the shore power connection on. Stuart's on the man with the mission. Okay, Auckland. I need to get back into the system because we can charge it more than 88 amps. So the old charger would charge at 225. So this one should charge at 200 with a change in settings. And I can't do it without using the laptop. Oh, the boat's trying to turn green again. Never ending problem with this damp weather we've been having. So I'll take the opportunity while it's not exactly raining or windy or that cold at the moment to attend to it. Getting a bit more fresh water. Oh, it's looking a little bit better.